guys, welcome back to Kuma Style Reviews. I've been on a bit of a sabbatical. I took a long while to build a new PC and kind of got out of the groove of reviews and photography and stuff like that, but I'm getting myself back into it, kind of inching back into having this as a part-time hobby and stuff like that, so I'm starting with something small. This is the TFC Toys STC-01NB AP upgrade kit. So basically, it's an upgrade kit for their Supreme Tactical Commander Nuclear Blast, pretty much my toy of the year last year, Transformers and incredible piece, but this kit makes it more in line with Dreadlock and Dreadrock and Ice Wolf, which are their sand and ice camo colored variants of it. So let's see what's in the box. Alright, it's my first time opening it. I'm pretty aware, but alright, so right here. Alright, so we've got the big sniper rifle. I've already opened Dreadrock, which was released this month as well, so I'm pretty in tune with that. These are different parts, I believe, for the big nuclear missile. Tabs that go outward. I'm not exactly sure what these do, but we will see momentarily. Alright. Ugh. This is a new head for that giant warhead, that nuclear missile type deal. There are a couple of pieces in here that are hard to come out. There's that guy. There's that guy. I don't know exactly where those are supposed to tab into, but of course, there's the alternate head as well. Alright, so we'll take a look at some pictures, get this attached, how they're supposed to be attached, and yeah, get you out of here as quick as possible. So first we're going to go ahead and go over what these pieces do. They replace the tab pieces that are inside of the warhead. They have an additional flap that flips out so that the missiles inside can sit halfway up instead of having to slide all the way down. What you have to do is remove these 3 screws to remove the panel and then replace each of the 4 sides one by one. We're going to go ahead and do that off camera. I mean, I don't really need to show you guys how to unscrew screws, but for those of you that aren't aware of how to do that, just turn them to the left, Phillips head. Okay, so we've got the new parts installed on the warhead. The only difference is that these are painted all the way through, where these have those gray tabs on them. As I was saying, these, if I can zoom in some here, bring the camera up a bit. These have this tab part here that flips all the way around. All 4 sides. They're pretty tight. Not super tight, but you definitely got to hold the whole thing down so you don't flip it out, as you saw I was doing there. Alright, so you got those, right? And what you can do from there is take one of the smaller missiles and stick it to the top. Alright? The next thing we're going to take a look at is the alternate head. Don't worry, we're not going to just keep it off. We're going to put it on the actual figure itself. But it comes with 2 parts here. It comes with head and then a face mask. All right, like a breathing apparatus for a robot. Kind of weird, but okay. But that snaps on. 2 snaps at the sides of the heads here. So you got that all fully masked up. Easy to separate. All right. There's a head on its lonesome. And then, one thing I saw on another video was somebody was smart enough to put it backwards so that you can have the head with just horns. Yeah, it does stick out a little bit in the back, but he's got a bigger backside anyway, like his literal back. So it's not like it even takes up space or hangs over anything. It's like unobtrusive. Alright, so there's that. Let's get it on. If you're not familiar, this is the Supreme Tactical Commander Nuclear Blast, also sold by TFC, sold separately. But you have a couple of options here to get the head off. You can go ahead and unscrew it from the backside if you're comfortable with that. Or you can go ahead and pop it off as well. Let's see if this one pops off. On the Dreadlock version, it popped right off, so I'm just seeing if maybe it can without any kind of issue. And it's kind of close, but screw it. Why not? Got it loose there. All right. So there's that. Let's pop the halves off. All right, and there we go. Big ball joint there. Just ready for the new head to be popped on. So, let's see if it pops on without screwing. Sure does. All right. And I'm just popping stuff off everywhere. Amazing. Believe it or not, this is a very sturdy toy, but the ratchets are even sturdier. So it'd be like that if you've dealt with toys that have heavy ratchets and stuff like that. They just are what they are. So there's the head, plain Jane. Make sure it's nice and focused there. I'm just making sure his feet are balanced. Okay, and it does have light piping through the back. TFC is one of the few companies that really utilizes like actual light piping. You'll see toys with clear eyes, but they're just dead because they don't have anything from the backside flowing through it. TFC is like, nah, man, they make traditional toys, even though they're very high end. Like, it's just awesome. Good on them. So you've seen how the plain face looks. Now we'll put this gas mask on. Right, so there's that. See how it looks from the side. I love that light pipe, and like it's so damn good. Okay. And then put it on so the mask is at the back side, so he has the horns. Okay. And so you can see what I was talking about earlier. See how far his back itself sticks out? It doesn't even make any difference. It's really cool. In fact, that might be my favorite look. And just for the sake of having a bit of a side-by-side with the traditional Prime head. There you go. Next item is going to be the big ol' sniper rifle here. All right. So we will go ahead and just put it in his hand. I'm not going to get too like super posy with it. This part can go up. It's kind of hard for him to hold with both hands. It gets pretty awkward. So I'm not really going to go there because this really isn't a posing show-off video. But just because he doesn't have butterfly joints or whatever, it makes it hard for him to reach around and be able to do some of those cool sniper poses. But, you know, I mean, you can emulate it the best you can, but it's a hard one to actually get down. And now stuff like this is starting to come off, and yeah. Alright, now, speaking of which though, the gun itself, pretty modular. So, as you can see, pretty big rifle, but this front part comes off. Sight comes off, as well as magazines. It becomes a more traditional blaster. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at in regards to this new Warhead piece is it being utilized as the Warhead. Now that's not the right direction. It does actually line up with the paint, so let's see if we can find that sweet spot again. Alright, there we go. Don't want to put it in a bad light if I don't have to. Alright. Now this thing does have multiple other modes. It becomes a drone. It becomes 2 alternate weapons. And these 2 pieces, let this piece be like a forearm gauntlet type of deal. It turns into both a blaster and a sword form that fit on his forearm. So let's take a look at this thing's other modes. Okay, here it is in its drone mode. All right, multiple rolling wheels on the bottom. That's pretty neat. It's a thing. It's something. All right. And these do pop out, lock in place, and stuff like that. And there's that. All right, and it's pretty much the same as drone mode. I've just taken the canopy, flipped that in, flipped the wheels in, and now it becomes that piece for the forearm. All right. And that's where this adapter comes in. All right. that. Okay, and right here I've popped off this piece that normally goes there on the peg. And from there, should just pop right on. Yep. Here's the camera up some. There's that. Okay, and on the other side of it, it has a blade that flips out. Which is really cool as well. And here it is next to the Dreadlock color variant, which comes with everything that the Nuclear Blast version does, plus the upgrade kit. So you get everything in the box with Dreadlock. But yeah, really cool offset, and I can't wait until Ice Wolf comes as well to have the trio complete. Okay, and finishing up this review, again, it has been the TFC Toys STC-01NB-AP upgrade kit. Again, TFC Toys Supreme Tactical Commander upgrade kit to kind of get him to the level of the newly released Dreadlock and Ice Wolf variants. All the pieces that come with those by default are included with this to get it up to speed as well. Honestly, in terms of like, should you buy it, should you not buy it, it's within $100, and I think it's within $50 actually. So pretty cheap. Aesthetically, to me, it's freaking awesome, and that's what you're buying this for. I don't see a lot of people really buying it for the pieces that add actual functionality to the Warhead and stuff like that, because honestly, outside of it being a backpack, for me personally, it just sticks in a baggie if I'm not displaying it on his back, because that's just a lot of real estate that thing takes up as a Warhead. So maybe if I had another one to display in alt mode, but yeah, I mean, you can see the difference right here. It's freaking fantastic. I personally love it. I do recommend it. Quality is there, and honestly, I love that they color matched it so perfectly. Not hard to do, but a lot of companies release stuff and then it's like the head will be a different color green than the rest of the camo on the body and stuff like that. No, it looks very natural, like it comes with the figure. But anyway, this has been another Kuma Style review. I'll get a short article and gallery up on kumastyle.com here within the week. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next review. I'll be back more regularly now.